Hi everyone, this is Furzy. I'm in Bangkok getting a Thai massage. Now, if you've ever had a Thai massage, they're really nice. They're with clothing on. You have clothing on. You have like sort of like pajamas, but a little more athletic. And you put on this top, you put on the shorts, and you're in this area like this. So, it's all very up and up. Here's the thing. I've done many of these, all right? I live here in Bangkok. You get Thai massages all the time, and you put the top on. And oftentimes there's buttons down the front, right? Just like this shirt. There's buttons down the front. I go to put it on, but then there's buttons on the other side too. Take a look. There's buttons on the front and on the back. What's up with that? Why are there buttons on the front and on the back? Why would I need buttons on both sides? I mean, even when you go into the hospital, right? You put on that gown and there's buttons down the back and sometimes it's not on and you're like, why? So you put the buttons on the front to put it on. And then what happens is when you flip over to do the massage on the mat, when they flip you over and you're face down, now they open up the back. And they put the liniment on there, like the heat when you got real muscle ache. Here's where you're going, what does this have to do with public speaking? Well, you lay down on your back for it. No. Sometimes you've got to find different access points to your audience. You have a main point. You're trying to deliver that point. Maybe it's a training for your audience. And sometimes to get your point across, you'll have to do different things. Like show a PowerPoint is one way, explain things with definitions is another, use statistics is another, tell a story is another, have an inspiring poem is another, have your audiences talk to each other is another, do a group activity where they're up and walking around and you've got posters on the wall. You see what I'm getting at? There are so many ways to get your audience to receive your point. So sometimes the buttons are in the front and sometimes the buttons are in the back. Was that too much of a stretch? Did that little analogy work? Or did I just advertise Thai massages? As a public speaker, we work very hard to make sure that it's not just something we say, but it's something they hear. And sometimes they hear it here, and sometimes they hear it there, and sometimes they hear it there, without undoing the buttons. Give it a try. Let me know how I can help. Happy speaking, everyone.